Hello beautiful people, welcome to the channel. Reverend Debbie here, and today is a day of a bit of good news for a change. Andrew Tate has had fresh allegations laid against him for trafficking of minors and penetration with minors. Finally, some justice seems to be being served against these two despicable animals, in my opinion. And I want to stress that these are allegations, so I am just following the news at the moment. So their compound, now I thought that was an interesting word, their compound in Bucharest in Romania was raided by police today. Now, compound brings to mind to me David Koresh, Waco, Texas, and Kool-Aid. And that brings to mind cults to me. And he and his brother have made this a massive cult, this cult of misogyny. Online, very big online presence. Whether they started it or not, I could not say that, but you know, misogyny on the internet has been there as long as the internet has been around. Misogyny has been around since the beginning of mankind. Misogyny means, for those who don't know, hatred of women. So these two brothers have been grooming boys and men online to become alpha males. And whereas actually these two are alpha creatures, they're not human. Anybody who wants to hurt a woman in that way is, in my view, a terrorist. I'm going to come to terrorism in a minute as well. So this alpha male belief is that they should have the prettiest looking partner, they need to be, that their partner needs to be all these specifications that are completely ludicrous, and they must look like this or be like this. Other girls don't apply. Well, other girls are not going to apply, the girls that are like that probably won't apply either. But these alpha males believe that they are entitled to women. Entitled. So, for example, a male will, and this could well be part of the incels generation as well, which I'll talk about in a minute, but these males will go up to a woman at a bar and say, oh, you look really pretty tonight. Thank you. And he then gets upset that this woman doesn't want to have any intercourse or relations with him, and he then starts to verbally abuse her. And this happens all the time. This new belief that, well, it's not a new belief, is it? Because it's, like I say, it's been around since the dawn of humankind, but this strengthening of this belief after we as women have fought so hard and so long for our rights. And these two are strengthening this belief that men are better than women and that women are worthless and should be treated as property. And we fought hard against that. We need to keep fighting. So, to me, this is a cult. It is becoming part of modern culture, and it is a cult. It is just, it's unbelievable that people like this are in these positions of ability to groom boys and men into people who hate women and who will abuse women in any way they see fit, whether that's DV or SA or grape or any number of these horrific ways that our sisters and mothers and grandparents and grandmothers and great-grandmothers going back were treated. We have fought to stop that behaviour, and they want to bring it back or even make it worse. Tate is also wanted here in the United Kingdom, and when the Romanian police have finished doing their bit, he will be extradited back to the UK to face allegations here. So that's also a positive way forwards of ridding the internet of these vile creatures. As I said about terrorism earlier, there are rumours and there's been some discussion that misogyny may be classed as terrorism. And you know what? You're going to know what? I agree with that. I do. It is. It is half of the population terrifying the other half of the population. That is terrorism. So until equality is reached for all women in the world, and we forget about our sisters in the West, in the apologies for that, alarm went off. We forget about our sisters in the rest of the world who suffer FGM, who have no rights, who are put into forced marriages at the ages of 12. In fact, I've seen, posts online from men who think that children of 12 years old should be able to marry, and they want to procreate with them because they believe it's when they're at their most fertile. The mind boggles at these thoughts. It is terrifying what people such as Andrew Tate and his brother have influenced and created in this world. It's terrifying. So until this is stopped, all women will be terrorised. All of us fear going out at night on our own because we don't know what strange man we're going to meet or come across. And not just at night anymore either, in the daytime as well. So maybe we will see justification for the actions and the online misogyny that they are stirring up. And again, I want to reiterate that misogyny has always been there. It has always been around. It was just not talked about. Women didn't talk about it. Now we can, and we need to, because what happened to us before is happening to us again. So I'm sure that some people watching this will probably say, oh, it's false allegations, it didn't happen, and so on and so on. And agreeing with those type of people who have those practices and beliefs and behaviours. And that is just disgusting. That is just disgusting. Andrew Tate has, in his videos, minimised women. He has stated that if a woman misbehaves, you should hold her by her neck, by her throat, and slap her through the face. That's no way to treat a woman. Would you like to see your father treat your mother like that? Or your father treat your sister like that? So those agreeing with these kinds of practices and behaviours, you need to sort yourselves out. You really do. It's wrong. And for that reason, I do feel that misogyny should be made a terrorist crime. Ladies, it is time to stand up against this misogyny, against everything that has been put in our way as barriers to stop us from being who we are, as equal with men. Otherwise, we'll end up living in Gilead. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please click the like button. It lets me know that you enjoy the content. I am going to be following this story further. And subscribe to the channel if you can. I hope to see you next time. Blessed be.